can see and hear you. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the first session of Known Realms Tolesh in 2026. Woo!
Wow.
We're so back. If you tuned in to Unearthed Inheritance last night, you are well aware that we are so back today. An announcement was made at least 30 times.
Everyone had their turn. It was important.
Much to my chagrin. But before we dive into tonight's episode, could you imagine not knowing and you're here watching the stream? Let's introduce our players. So happy to see these lovely faces again, starting with Angie.
Hello, everybody. My name is Angie, Agonthetic on the internet. My pronouns are they, them, and I play Triss. Any and all pronouns. So excited to be back. You can find me, of course, here. You can also find me over on Dicescape, Dicescape's YouTube, for the last Archivist, our ongoing Daggerheart campaign every other week. I'm pretty sure this upcoming week we do have episode 9 releasing. So yeah, really excited. It's been super fun playing Daggerheart, and then more things to come. Yeah. That's me.
More to come is always exciting. Thank you very much. Lou!
Hello, I'm Lou. I play Dolores. She, her pronouns are both of us, and you can find me at Luzelia_art on most social medias.
Perfect. Thank you kindly. Last but certainly not least, Button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media, and I play Echinacea Belrose, the little wizard who's slowly working on killing God. When I'm not here, you can find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions, where I play Cressida, who is trying to avoid God, and Shikapee, who's never thought about God, and Amanita, who's also never thought about God.
Perfect. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I am obviously the Archivist of Known Realms Tolesh. You know this. This is a fact that has not changed over the course of these last 3 years. But yeah, you can also find me doing some stuff over at Stealthy Elf Productions. I play Finn Reese in Heroes of Syria Unearthed Inheritance. And I also have some exciting announcements that'll be coming to the socials this week. Tomorrow we will be posting a monthly schedule, which we haven't been doing in a while, which may reveal some new games coming to the channel. Multiple games. 2026 is going to be a busy one for us, and we love that. But yeah, I think any other announcements before we dive in?
Alec, my sister said your curls are beautiful.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that very kindly.
That's it.
Amazing. I got one more thing. Fuck ice.
Yeah,
Fuck
that.
ice.
All right. And Button, you have our recap today.
I do.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. You're welcome. So, following Dolores and Triss's fight with the Summer Court agent, the two witnessed as the protections of the High Mage's Court escalated considerably, locking down the tower. Severian led Dolores, Triss, and Lucian to the cell where the spy would be kept. Lucian attempted to break away from the group, covering his true intent with a half-truth that Dolores saw through, as she understood that Lucian was engaging in his own spy work against High Mage Severian. This was temporarily thwarted as Dolores and Triss opted to stay with Lucian, finding a quiet space to prepare for tomorrow. After adventures in arithmetic with Lucian, Triss set about helping to craft potions as Echinacea activated their sigil, allowing the three to listen in on their interrogation of the Solstice Captain. Below, two simulacra of Severian vests accompanied Echinacea to their interrogation. Echinacea cast Detect Thoughts before putting on a pastiche of their own mannerisms. As they approached the Solstice Captain, Echinacea briefly disguised themselves as the captured Summer Court spy known to that captain, before regaining their true visage in an attempt to play the part of a spy of Kervaith. The gambit worked. Through the course of Echinacea's questioning and mind-reading of the captain, Echinacea learned the following information. 1. Kervaith intends to conquer Vamer's domain. 2. The Summer Court has been fueling dissent throughout the city of Squall's End as a means of inciting violence that will diminish the Winter Court's numbers and burn the city to the ground, destroying any evidence of the Summer Court's interference with the people of Drifton. 3. The Shadow Court spy Nakira is a dangerous presence in Squall's End, having previously corrupted soldiers with a file that, when poured into a water source, poisons that water, causing it to turn those who drink or touch it into blights under the control of the god Ruin's Eye. 3a. Severian possesses this file. 4. Echinacea is instructed to send a message to the commander of the Solstice Guard, requesting that a battalion be deployed to destroy Grymmore Keep, where Koliata currently resides, thereby killing Severian there. Above, Triss asks Lucian how the Shadow Court is connected to Koliata. Lucian explained that the Shadow Court has been monitoring the agents of the other 2 members of the fracturing eclipse of the 3. Triss retreats into her own thoughts, wondering why Margot wants Triss to kill the agents of the Shadow Court. In that moment of reflection, he recalls their father referring to his mother's history as a stain. Dolores, for her part, was fascinated by Echinacea putting on a performance of themselves. Over the course of their work together, the group crafts 5 potions, and Triss revealed to Lucian that their oath lies with their benefactor. Dolores noted in that moment that Lucian seems to sympathize with that statement. Returning to the interrogation, Echinacea learned that the item they took from Vrius's body is a prototype of a Ragwar machine, which the Solstice Captain wants the spy to use to plunge Grymmore Keep through a rift into the Summer Court, where Koliata can be overwhelmed and killed by Kervaith's forces. They also learned that the Summer Court's base of operations is directly through the Feywild Rift in Squall's End. As Echinacea read the captain's mind, they caught their first glimpse of Kervaith's true face. They were struck by how similar he looks to their husband, Lorien. As the Solstice Captain asked Echinacea if they remembered their god's orders, the word remember became too great an irony for Echinacea to ignore. They deepened their Detect Thoughts spell, alerting the Solstice Captain to Echinacea's intrusion, as Echinacea plumbed for more information. Asking the question, what are Kervaith's contingencies for killing Koliata, the spell forced the captain to dwell on the question's answers. First, Vox, the brother of the changeling Vaughn. Secondly, a kill switch in the Blade of Rime itself. And thirdly, a full-scale invasion of the material plane that would utilize both the forces of Arvindor and the Summer Court, via the planar rift in Squall's End and the Feywild rift between Shalore and Valen. Echinacea then asked where all of Kervaith's rifts were, and the Solstice Captain revealed the 9 locations of these Feywild rifts, all of which are located on the continent of Tolesh. With this revelation, Echinacea realized that Kervaith intended to create a seat of power in Tolesh before taking over the remaining continents of Aosha. Echinacea then asked, in what order does Kervaith intend to kill the Alloyed Pantheon? They learned the order in which he intended to kill them, beginning with the goddess of knowledge and ending with Ileana, the goddess of death. The 2 exchanged barbs in which Echinacea affirmed they do not fear the goddess Ileana, and they make a point of rising from the ashes. Above, Triss and Dolores' final potion tally of greater healing potions came to 7 as they listened to the end of the interrogation. Their task ended, Triss then probed into Lucian and Dolores' opinions of Severian. Though she was unable to glean Lucian's motives, they discerned that he is hiding something. After pillow-fluffing euphemisms, Dolores pulled Lucian aside to discuss keeping an eye on Severian. Lucian thanked Dolores for her help in retrieving a copy of Severian's notes. Though he intended to investigate alone, he was reassured by Dolores' investment in uncovering whatever the High Mage may be plotting. Lucian then opened up to Dolores about his experience with Dr. Satosh at the Sunwall Academy. The two affirmed that they would protect the freedom and safety not just of Echinacea, but of everyone in the party. Dolores voiced that she is serious about becoming a hero. As the two shook on it, Dolores saw something on the tip of Lucien's tongue and prompted him to speak it. Lucien voiced his intent to do what needs to be done regarding Severian, noting as he did so Dolores and Monroe's potential involvement. Dolores confirmed she is on the same page. In that moment, Lucien's prelude transformed and extended to his rapier. Left to her own devices, Triss retraced his steps with the intent of discovering the file that transforms people into blights under the control of Ruin's Eye. They returned to Severian's office, where they agreed to aid Severian in saving Coleata. There, she discovered the pass walls disguised as paintings and false windows therein. Having detected magic on the other sides of these pass walls, Triss chose caution, refraining from exploring further until he had more appropriate spells for the investigation. Heading to bed, Dolores contacted Milo in order to get him and Babs prepared for their escape from Mulcass and the Magus Arcanum. Uramil reached out to Echinacea, letting them know he would arrive in Squall's End in the morning. Helgond, the Gildenfire, also reached out to Echinacea, consenting to a dream visit from the wizard. Before bed, Echinacea updated Severian regarding everything they learned interrogating the Solstice Captain. During this update, Severian revealed that he may not remain in possession of the file that turns people into blights for Ruin's Eye, as he might be compelled to give it to a new ally. Echinacea pushed back against this notion, prompting Severian to reassure them that the file would remain protected by Winter Court soldiers. The discussion then shifted to Gervaith's contingencies for killing Coleata, and the two agreed that disarming Coleata was of primary importance, and they agreed that they needed to handle the soldiers stationed at the Feywild Rift. I lost my spot. The conversation then moved to preparations for the following day. After securing the spell scrolls necessary for banishing Lucien and sharing the dream vision of the Starhome, Echinacea asked for the teleportation scroll needed to protect Milo and Babs on Dolores' behalf. This sparked an argument between Severian and Echinacea. Severian criticized Echinacea for speaking on Dolores' behalf, taking on other people's problems for their own. Echinacea rebutted that Dolores is their friend. Severian asked what service providing Dolores resources does him, and was swayed by the argument that Echinacea will be distracted until they complete this task for Dolores. The session ended with the party going to bed. In her dreams, Dolores felt a presence sticking through her subconscious. Investigation revealed that the presence belonged to Mordred Kane, the wizard at the Magus Arcanum of Mulcass, his gaze fixated on Dolores' metal arm, her morphic armament. Using a bardic flourish, Dolores evaded Mordred Kane's sight. Heading to bed with Kaelin, Echinacea held the two men close. Kaelin and Lucien, Echinacea held the two men close and savored what might be their last night alive, before descending into the dream spell, where Pelgond the Gildenfire showed Echinacea his star home, and gave consent to banish Casimir or Lucien there in the fight to come. As they spoke, Echinacea revealed Gervaith's plan to kill the Alloyed Pantheon, ending with Pelgon's beloved Ileana. The night ends, with Pelgon sharing a vision of the day Ileana ascended to godhood. The two look down upon a vision of the planet Ayosha, contemplating the lives they love. Echinacea chose to look down upon the world, not in fear or in anger of the trials to come, but with love in their heart.
Take that goddamn inspiration point. Excellent recap, especially after such a long break. Thank you so much. All right, so everybody has successfully taken a long rest. You wake on the morning of the 15th. Tonight is the full moon. Tonight is the night where your opportunity to heal Coleata will be at its best. Tonight is the night that you all storm Grymmore Keep. But there is still time to prepare. Is there anything that the party, anybody within the party would like to do during the morning or early afternoon hours? Oh, well.
Well, if it's all right, Echinacea, I think rises slowly with Kaylin and Lucian, still spending that time.
Yeah.
But throughout the course of rising, they're going to write to Heinrich, asking him if he can instruct his Viper's Hand contingent here to keep civilians away from Grymmore Keep, as they're aware that the Summer Court has focused on that place. And I think they're just going to ask, in any way possible, they know that the Viper's Hand aren't politicians, but if there's any way they can work to de-escalate, if they see any Summer Court faction leaders or like just individuals trying to stoke violence.
Intervening on behalf of the community here. It's just kind of trying to...
Intervening, de-escalating, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay. You send that letter pretty soon after you wake up. You will get a response after a few hours, just in the affirmative that Henrik is apologetic on what he can and can't do on such short notice, but he sent the word and is hopeful that the Viper's Hand will heed his word, heed his order. So the word has been given out.
Awesome. If it's all right, I think in the morning makes sense. Echinacea will take the spell scroll of hallucinatory terrain that Severian gave them, and I think we'll usher in Casimir to their room where Kaylin and Lucian already are.
Yep.
I need to show you where one of you might be going tonight.
Casimir and Lucian kind of share a curious but determined look. I think both of them understand the importance of the mission ahead, so there's this grit that overtakes the both of them as they look toward the scroll, waiting in anticipation of what could await either of them.
Echinacea sees that seriousness and just kind of touches both of their faces. I'm not going to tell you not to feel what you're feeling. They look to Lucian. But this is a very significant place for some of you. You're allowed to enjoy it.
It's not... The smile comes very quickly. I think he is putting on this protector air, which, is definitely there, but there's that boy in Lucian that you saw in Eye of the Lore, in the books that he had detailing the adventures of heroes like Sir Declan the Gallant and Pelgond the Gildenfire, and they stoke something true within him. Lucian is a lover of heroes, and Casimir's like, any opportunity to look at some cool shit, get me in there. You can see that there's like the beginning of like a budding competition of like, who's gonna go? Because I kind of want to go, but like I don't want to leave Echinacea, but I do want to see this. But yeah.
All right. And Echinacea, with a flourish and a blowing out of incense, there's an inordinate amount of ash as they blow the incense out, and it scatters across the room. And as it scatters, the gray turns to gold and thickens and spreads over the entire space like a dusting of new fallen snow. It glitters and sparkles, and the space begins to take on the vision that Echinacea was gifted last night, the home of a golden dragon in the stars. And there's a reason Echinacea kept Kaelin here too. There's an understanding that the star home is in the astral sea, and that's somewhere that Kaelin can go at a moment's notice. He can retreat here if absolutely necessary.
Absolutely. And you see, as Casimir and Lucian are studying the architecture and taking in the visuals of the star home, there is quite apparently awe across Lucian's face. Particularly, he is just so enamored and enthralled by this imagery. Kaelin is just sort of walking around and sort of like poking the illusion of the stars until they ripple for a moment, the weave sort of shifting at his touch before it corrects himself, and there's again another red star in the place where his fingerprints were. Casimir is very analytical and just sort of digging in and looking at the entry points, looking at the core foundation and where are the defensive measures and where his best places to hide if needed. Like, is there any, so you have three very different reactions here, but you can tell that the information and the space is being taken in, and through the awe being inspired here, particularly within Lucian, there's a seriousness with which this information is shared, and it is being taken in by these three.
Echinacea hides behind a pillar and then pokes it so that it shimmers for a second, and they are revealed to Lucian. They peek around it. Is it everything you expected?
That's like nothing I ever dreamed of. So, all the better. Thank you for showing me this.
Selfishly, this is part of why I chose you as a backup. I wanted you to see it.
He says, that's a surprise. It's not. He's being very sarcastic, playfully so. He takes your hand and just, if I had to choose, I'd stay with you and ensure you're safe.
Echinacea kisses the top of that plated hand, the prelude, and they say, well, in that case, they look over to Casimir. Don't get counterspelled.
It will take much to counterspell what I'm planning to.
I'm glad to hear it.
But yeah, everything is taken in, and the seriousness of the day begins to take over as these plans are being cemented.
They can see, and I think Kaelin especially with his high wisdom, as Echinacea lingers in the hallucinatory terrain, they keep it up for the entire span of allotted time. Even after everyone is done looking at it. They look out the window that in this hallucinatory terrain looks down upon the planet. They remember that feeling of love at the end of their dream. They hold tight to it.
It's a bit easier to, given the company you're keeping. True.
Look, Kaelin, there's Zendrix.
Obviously a complicated array of emotions. But Kaelin, too, is looking down at it in love. That's quite beautiful. Yeah.
Even if we never go there. I'm glad to have gotten to see, even if from afar, the place that created you. They'll squeeze his arm. They're a little shaky.
Yeah. They're a little shaky. He's quite firm and solid. He squeezes back. The wind seemed to be taking us in very unexpected places. I wouldn't be surprised if we found ourselves in Zendrix at some point.
We'll be blown by the winds of fate to many different places. They say that with not conviction, there's this quality about talking about the future that is just purely an act of optimism on Echinacea's part. But they're engaging in the act.
Yeah. Kaylin.
And the...
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, please.
You.
Kaylin squeezes your hand on one side as Lucien comes on the opposite, and the three of you look down at this world until the illusion fades. Choosing.
And as the illusion fades, the last thing is the planet.
Perfect. All right. Excellent. Lou, that's a little golf clap. All right. Triss, Dolores, anything we want to get up to this morning? Or any time throughout the day? You guys have until 8 p.m. tonight.
I would open the floor to Dolores doing something first.
Oh, okay.
Above the table, I want to follow up on the dream that I had.
Yeah.
I know last session we talked about that they're like. I personally think I would remember Whistle's rings. It was said in the prelude. I think I would recognize it. I recognize it, and I think Dolores would. I think it was mentioned in the verbiage, like you don't really, but I want to like follow up. It's like, is it okay if I recognize it, or
if that is a conclusion that you, Lou, the player, has come to, I am fully comfortable with it being the conclusion that Dolores comes to.
Yeah, I think knowing that the Divanthier, magic, all of that kind of stuff is something that resonates.
Yeah, you know the initial task you were sent on on the behalf of the Blade Brother.
Yeah.
To impede with the Soul Forged.
Right.
Having succeeded in that mission, there is a particular attachment to that individual's powers, that individual's kit. And you were in pretty close proximity to Whistle for a few weeks up until his departure. So it is a natural conclusion. Absolutely.
Okay. Just wanted to check.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah, because not only obviously Mordred was poking around my prelude, but I, since that potentially has gained the potentially is in possession of Whistles. So
and we do know above table for a fact that the Magus Arcanum has that.
Right.
Because the things you and Whistle particularly were all taken from you, all of your stuff.
Yay.
When you guys got arrested.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, so I think Dolores would find Echinacea and Lucien whenever, like maybe they're just staying, making breakfast, hanging out, but whenever the time occurs to pull them aside, that's what she would do.
I would say, yeah, that absolutely happens. Before that, though, you are sort of kind of moving about the space, kind of preparing breakfast. It's a big day. You can tell around the High Mage's Court that things are bustling. And this is particularly with Severian's Simulacrum, and just a few of the moth folk around here are kind of zipping around at a pace more quickly than you've seen them, sort of darting back and forth and, really on task. You see one of the Severian Simulacrum. You can tell they're one of the Simulacrum because of the sash that they wear. It is a particular silver sash that Severian Prime does not wear. He has like a grand sort of cowl that is adorns him, but these Simulacrum do not have it. But one of them does walk past you. Did you happen to get your scroll, Dolores?
My scroll?
You have good friends.
Ah, I see that scroll. I have not yet, but I appreciate your help in acquiring that. Assume? She looks at the sash and
Not mine particularly, but I hope it serves you well.
insight check.
Sure. It's actually a scroll of fireball, and we're nuking your house.
19.
This is a very eerie pantomime. There is no actual emotion here. This is a pure imitation of Severian, a mimic. There is no emotional intent. The only intellectual intent is to mirror how Severian would respond. There is a part of this entity. It's Severian, right? But it doesn't have its own emotions. It doesn't have its own feelings. It doesn't have its own desires, wants, needs. You hear the same sort of bites and prods that you would get from Severian, but there is no emotional intent here.
And he's not offering anything to me. It's really just like a
checking in to see if you got it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And you can see upon that, like, no, not yet, but I'm sure I'll get it soon. There's a jotting it down. You can see it sort of like put like Charles Xavier, put the two fingers to its head. Just, I have to go check in on some reports. We're getting words from allies. Goodbye. And it sort of just flits off.
Right.
Why are you weird? But yeah, at this point, I'd say you'd find Echinacea, Lucian, Kaelin, Casimir coming out of where they're staying, their chambers.
And you see Dolores after this very odd engagement. Echinacea holding a spell scroll in like a little canister.
Baby Bjorn.
Dolores.
Echinacea.
I'm so glad I got this for you. I didn't make it. Severian made it.
Are truly a lives saver?
Our lives.
Saver, but lives. You say save lives is what I'm trying to say. Thank you.
So do you.
Well, I'm assuming. I feel like I can't really figure out what to do with these just yet because I have something to tell you.
Okay.
I had a dream last night. Well, it was weird and abstract like most dreams are. until I recognized someone and something. It was Mordred Kanan, and he kept trying to look at my prelude, or at least my arm, my Divanthir enhancement, but I know that your prelude is part of that now. And I was able to conceal it from him, but in doing so, I also sensed that he was in possession of Whistled's prelude.
Echinacea's brow furrows. Did he hurt you?
I'm not hurt.
Okay, good. There's a choice that can be made with that spell,
Interesting.
wherein you can hurt someone. The fact that he didn't is a good thing.
Above table, I do believe I did have to roll, correct? And I think I succeeded. So could I glean that maybe the intention was to hurt me? Or I can't...
Give me an Arcana check here.
Yeah, okay.
We'll do a retroactive Arcana check. See what you can recall.
I got a 26.
Ooh!
That was not necessarily to hurt you. That was to try and forcibly dig deeper into your mind.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Right. It was more invasive.
Okay. That is... Are you okay? That's scary.
I'm not unfamiliar with dark forces meddling in my mind and evading them and avoiding them, so it felt like something I could handle. But I'm reticent to know why he's meddling.
Well, he is a meddler. And both the preludes and your morphic armaments are extraordinary magic. I imagine it is his curiosity and greed that compels him to examine you. We have a non-detection amulet on you. I will try to find something else that can protect you.
True. I'm afraid that something to consider would be... And I think it's a ring of mind shielding, not necessarily a non-detection amulet. So, I'm not sure if they function as the same.
So, Ring of
Above
Mind... sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Just above table, I know that you have the Ring of Mind Shielding from Severian, but Echinacea is referring to the Amulet of Non-Detection that Casimir made for Dolores so that the Magus Arcanum couldn't find her.
Oh, okay. Got it. I might not have that in my inventory.
I think we have this conversation every time I talk about it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Should I get a new tally list?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. All right. So the dream, it's something else? Something that can penetrate these objects?
The Amulet of Non-Detection specifically protects against divination magic.
Right.
And dream is illusion.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what Mordred Kane did was distinctly not divination magic.
Echinacea will relay that. Essentially, he utilized an illusion.
Well, I suppose as long as he can't mortally hurt me, and if I am able to maintain my composure in my dreams, we could even use it as an opportunity to spread misinformation or glean something from him. It's a two-way street, potentially.
That's very true. And you are an incredibly talented performer. If it's something you feel comfortable doing, I imagine you could thoroughly mislead him. You can, with this spell, speak to each other in the dream.
I do. I would like to confer with you, maybe before we sleep again, as to what to prepare. But I'm willing.
There's a complicated expression, that optimism from this morning flickers across Echinacea's face as you talk about making plans for the next night's sleep that Echinacea is not certain they're going to have. And they just quickly nod. Yes. Yes, I would like to plan on that.
Is that something that's obvious that
I think so.
Dolores can glean, or do I need to roll insight?
I don't think you have to roll about it.
Come hell or high water. Okay, fool. I've never seen you lose.
I have lost to her. And with that, I lost half a century. I'm not saying this to frighten you. I merely want you to understand.
Thank you, Echinacea. I hope my optimism doesn't come across as cavalier.
Oh, it's deeply appreciated, Dolores.
Well, you need anything? We made some breakfast.
Echinacea will sort of swoop their arm up under yours and latch on and start walking toward the scent of the breakfast that Dolores has prepared.
Sweet.
I know that I am a nervous wreck, but I am not nearly the wreck I would be without you here. Thank you for being here.
That'll make her almost grab your arm and kind of twist your arm.
She pops your arm out of its socket.
Great.
Just what you need pre-Coleana fight. All right, guys.
Let's not die.
Let's not die.
And on the note of let's not die, you guys go to consume some breakfast. Angie, my flambe friend, what is Triss getting up to today?
That's what we call, flaming homos. Anyways,
what is this flaming homosexual doing?
What is this?
What do we find him doing?
So Triss's morning, like many mornings, is spent making sure that they are perfectly presentable. But that morning, they make sure to prepare a certain spell because they had to leave off a little bit of an investigation the night before. They couldn't continue forward. Oh my god, this new camera is so freaking bright. I'm just
Angie's sitting here like,
boo. Yeah, exactly. So I think after preparing the spell, I feel like Triss is going to, they don't want to be, she doesn't want to be away for too long. So I think she definitely wakes up early, maybe before like the first morning,
For the first cock crows.
yeah, before the first cock crows, exactly. I was more so going to say before the first shift change.
Sure.
From evening to morning, because maybe things will go unnoticed, right? Between that shift.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to not return, but more so kind of explore a little bit to make sure that Severian is not around and any of his simulacrums are not around either.
Okay.
Just being careful. And if it doesn't pan out, well, shucks.
So go ahead. First, give me a perception check. Is this the first roll of 2026?
No, I think
We rolled,
Lou do a
Lou
roll?
rolled the first roll of 2026. Let's go, Lou. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead, Angie.
Let's see. This is my first roll of 2020.
Angie's first roll of 2026.
Let's see. I'm gonna use this one. It was perception.
Correct. Perception.
That was not great. A 6 and an 8. So 6 on the die,
Okay.
plus 8 for perception. So what is that? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Numbers. I forgot how to do that.
15?
14.
14. Well, 14 is above average, and luckily enough, the simulacrum aren't in hiding. I mean, they work in they work in the space, so they're constantly moving about it. They're not working hard to hide their presence. Particularly on a night like tonight, where there is so much work to be done. They're focused on the work more than they are on, being hidden. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll just a general check using dexterity. Based on the result, we'll see what happens. All right. They rolled a 7, so you would be able to hear them coming. And then what I'd like you to do, given that, go ahead and give me a stealth check, as I imagine you're going to return to the pass walls.
Yeah. God, I love stealths. I have disadvantage.
That's only if you're wearing your armor. Are you wearing your armor right now?
Alec.
Yeah, fair point.
Of course.
Do you want to take your armor off? You totally can.
No. No. Give me a second.
No, I know.
Sorry. You're going to hell. Actually. Sorry, that was funny. Okay, not too bad. The lowest on the die was a 12, and I do have a +9, so
Okay.
that's a 21.
That's great. I mean, 21. I rolled a 4 on the dice for their perception, plus 4, so 8. You're doing okay. You're able to, and I'd say at this point, you're rocking at about 3:30 in the morning, babes. It's
Oh shit.
Shift rotation is 4 a.m. And then those people are on till 2, and then those people are on until So
Yeah.
you're able to sort of move through the space. You've not made a habit of, but you've been able to take advantage of the sort of hidden corners and the small hallways within this space. And thankfully you visited this place last night before you went to bed, and so you know where you're going. So you're able to sort of move through undetected at this moment. But you... Oh. I was... No. No.
The stream is still up.
The stream is still up. I accidentally... I accidentally ended the...
Bye, guys.
I accidentally
Incredible.
ended the Discord call. I was trying to click
So actually-
my
Nice.
taskbar.
What-
I hit the fucking big red button. I heard "Buddha" and I was like, "What was?" And I just giggled awkwardly to myself while chat watched. Sorry about that, guys. I'm rusty. It's been a whole year since we played.
It's been a while.
Waka waka waka
Waka, waka. But you find yourself in front of the pass walls. Fucking idiot.
Beautiful. I'm back in where it all ended last year.
Been a whole year since I've been here.
A whole year. Feels like it.
It really does.
Well, now that Triss is here,
Mhm.
they are going to use Detect Evil and Good.
And what does it look like as you cast this spell?
This spell itself in the space doesn't make a noise. However, within Triss's mind, it's like the gong of a bell, or maybe a clock tower noise when it hits the hour. So it's not a very showy spell, and it's more so internalized. As when Triss takes that moment to cast a spell, they open their eyes to try and reach out and see the search for this ephemeral goodness or evil.
It's almost instinctual. Your eyes close as you sort of...
And real quick,
What?
because I think the wording is also very important.
I'm reading it right now. I got it up.
Yeah.
You can...
You sense the location of any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead. You also sense whether the Hallow spell is active. So I don't know if that will work. I think more so if this is kind of an undead or a fiend thing. If it's attached to it, if that's how the spell could work. But I understand if that doesn't work, and that's totally okay.
It's crazy that you can, like, this spell rules is written. I think this is a big problem with 5e. The spell can penetrate most barriers, magic included, brother, but it's blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or
We had
3
this problem
feet
last night.
of wood and dirt.
Uh-huh.
Fucking insane. Fucking, hey, designers, get on this shit.
Look, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
No.
And I'm fine
It
with
does. It does. Because your eyes close almost out of instinct as you feel your core begin to whir and this warmth in your chest begin to stir as the power of your oath pushes outward, and you can feel the presence of your bond take hold. There are the 5 pass walls. I hit my mic. There are the 5 pass walls in front of you. And immediately, you're able to feel the presence of Fae, like at the extension of that 30 feet to your left. You know that that's where the library is, and you know that there are moth folk at work there. You're feeling it. The left, so there's the pass wall in the center, and then there's a pass wall to the just to the right of it. There you feel what is a strong presence of celestial. It's almost overwhelming, because it is power so raw that it just begins to seep into you through this subtle divine magic that you've cast. The celestial energy oozes back into you, just giving you this eerie sense of discomfort.
So it's celestial, and yet it's uncomfortable. So it would, in writing, right? I think the term celestial is often portrayed as something of goodliness. And there is this sort of disconnect of that in that moment for Triss. And she's going to turn towards center immediately to the right.
Correct.
In the direction of the celestial pole. Before she walks through, though, can I... Let me see real quick. I don't want to blow through many of my stuff because I know it's going to be rough today. But... Okay, no, this wouldn't work. And we already did detect evil and good. I just want to maybe do some kind of a investigation of some sort to make sure that the pass wall itself is... I can get through it without any sort of harm coming.
Give me, if you have like a detect trap spell. I don't know if Paladins get that.
I don't actually.
I'd say, I don't have that actually. I'd say go ahead and give me an investigation check or an arcana check, your choice.
They're both -1. Let's
Damn.
go.
The cackle, dude. First session back, I exploded.
13 on the die. That's a 12.
12? There is a lot of magic here, and what you do recall seeing is that there was some sort of tempering on the pass wall directly in the middle. This seems to be intact. So whatever was dispelled on that initial one is still present here. What that is, you're unsure of.
I do not know. Based on the conversations that I had, because I know above table.
Yeah.
That was Lucian.
Yes, it was.
Based on the conversations that have been had, I don't know if Triss was present to find out that Lucian, Monroe, and Dolores had been here before.
I don't think that was stated. I don't believe that was stated.
No. Oh, man. I think knowing where it's at right now is good enough for Triss.
Okay.
Knowing that that's in that direction, in that pool, and also having heard the interrogation where it was specifically mentioned that the file is connected to Ruin's Eye, I think Triss is putting 2 and 2 together. And that's why the celestial kind of pull is coming from that.
Absolutely.
So I think Triss is certain that the file is there. However, I think right now is not a good time to risk it. So.
That makes sense. I'm going to give you an inspiration point for putting those pieces together, because not all gods are good.
Yeah.
Not all gods are good. But yeah, you absolutely take in the fact that the file is through this pass wall. What lies beyond it, you're unsure. But there is this sense of Silverian wasn't lying. That's good to know.
He wasn't lying. Yeah.
It is here. And as you...
I want to do one thing before...
Baby, please! You tell me to shut up anytime you like.
No. I want
White
to...
boy? Quiet.
I have... Let me see. Something... Oh my god, Dorian.
I have something. Dorian!
His little nose just touched me.
Oh,
Something that is inconspicuous. Just like, is there in this pass wall area, is there like a table with like paper or pencils, anything like that?
yeah, there's like a desk. This is also like what looks to be a pretty inconspicuous sitting room. So it's disguised, or the pass walls are disguised. So yeah, you'd absolutely be able to find like an inkwell, a quill, parchment. Absolutely.
I want to grab like a pen or something, or a kind of like just something that just wouldn't go amiss.
Okay.
And I think Triss is going to toss it in direction of the
pass wall.
Just kind of toss it. And then they're not going to stay to see what happens. Instead, they are going to quickly exit out and hide to see if they either hear something inside the sitting room.
Sorry, way too tense. Sorry, way too tense. Whoa. Not the vibe. So sorry.
Whoa. To see if they hear something inside the sitting room, some kind of like either teleportation flourish, like the sound, like the woo, sort of like teleportation sound, shifting of sort of clothing all of a sudden, or maybe if the simulacrums are made to notice that.
Okay.
And to see if anyone comes to the room when that happens. I do want to try and find some kind of like an alcove or something to hide in.
Absolutely.
To see
You're
if
going to look for
there's
some
any
sort
reaction.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Outside of the sitting room. I don't want to be.
And luckily for you, I mean, it's kind of got, it's pretty open. It wouldn't be too difficult for you to, sneak past and
Right.
and hide. I would say the biggest thing, so order of operations, you're looking for a space, and then you're going to toss the pen, or you're going to hide and then toss the pen?
No, so I'm going to just very casually grab a pen, pencil, a writing utensil, toss it in the direction of the pathway, and then walk out. And then walk out and hide.
Okay.
It's essentially, they're not even going, she's not even going to wait to see what happens.
Absolutely.
They're more so wanting to see if there is a movement, a reaction that comes along with even something as minimal as a pen coming through. And of course, that could potentially mean like that red flags go up, but they still want to try it out.
Okay. Yeah. So I would say, give me a perception check, just to locate a spot, or an investigation. I'd say your choice.
Yeah. Give me one moment. I want to make sure. Where's my inspiration? I was already in that. So perception. Yep. Perception 16.
16. Yeah, you're able to see a really nicely sort of carved out like desk and long bench that you could duck behind pretty easily, not too far off from the space, and you could still get a pretty good line of sight on what's happening. Okay?
Perfect. Okay.
So then I'm gonna need 2 rolls. Give me a ranged weapon attack to throw the pen, and then I'm gonna ask for a stealth check.
Ranged weapon attack.
I throw a
Like
javelin at the pass wall.
Or would a ranged weapon attack? Because it would be my dexterity, right?
No, strength.
Strength?
The nice thing about that, it could be either or.
You know what's really funny? My dexterity is higher.
Yeah, do your dexterity.
Well, actually, my saving throw dexterity, but yeah, no, my dexterity
Your
is
dex
higher.
mod's better than your strength mod, yeah.
So just it's basically just a basic roll plus the dex. Yeah.
Correct.
Ooh, not bad. 17 plus 4. So
Okay, so 21.
21. Yeah, that's a range attack.
You fucking launch that thing. It's gone. You throw this pen like a mini javelin. It's like you're tossing darts at the tavern.
Too much.
Yeah, you fucking nail. If there was a wall behind here, it would be fucking punctured.
Nail.
Nailed. Go ahead and now give me that stealth check.
And I'm gonna do it at disadvantage.
Yep.
Not bad. With the disadvantage, it's an 8 plus a 9, so a 17.
On the die,
Oh my god.
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
The simulacrum are far more focused on responding to the alarm that went off. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
There is an alarm. Okay.
And I'll let you know based on the result of the
Perception. That
Perception
was
check.
13 on the die,
13 on the
plus
die.
an 8. So a 21. My god.
21. You're able to see when I first described this space, there were floating fairy lights that were this like nice bright icy blue. They immediately shift to a bright burning yellow and are like subtly blinking, and you can tell that this is an alarm that is letting the simulacrum know that something was triggered. And so you see 3 of them flitting at very quick speeds to this space. I'm gonna make an investigation check. Another 2 on the die, plus 11 for a 13. They find the pen. They pick it up. They put it back on the desk, and you can see as the simulacrum reset the alarm, those lights return from that burning yellow to that very calm blue.
Got it.
And you are hidden, able to retreat for now.
I will wait 10 minutes to be safe.
You're
Yep. Just like, I'm not here. And then
What,
in their
Triss?
full beautiful grace, get up and go back to wherever they were resting.
Just saunter off. Yeah, okay.
Just saunter off, and with the morning call and the sunrise, I think Triss will make their appearance in the morning with the rest of the group after they've already been together and speaking and yeah.
And this is where we find the party coming together for breakfast. All right, everyone is together. Dolores and Echinacea, you're already sat at the table. Lou, what did Dolores help the staff whip up today?
Oh, it's gonna be my favorite breakfast. It's gonna be like a focaccia with a ton of herbs and stuff, and it's a really fluffy focaccia, and it's grilled. And then you've got eggs over medium, and then you have some avocado if you want to be a little healthy. And you have chili crisp that you can put on your eggs, and it's delicious. And maybe there's some mushrooms or some like thick cut bacon, and an apple. One apple for everybody. It's winter. All right, guys. Actually, I'm sure that we could find more apples or fey fruit.
Okay, fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would say, yeah, the whole gang's here. So we've got Echinacea, Dolores, Lucian, Caleb, Casimir, Shali, Willow, Monroe. We have Uldiel. Severian's not quite here yet. Uramil's here. Everyone is here.
Uramil's here?
Yes.
Okay, Echinacea is making, I think, Triss, as you enter, Echinacea is making Dolores' introduction. This is the River King. He is a dear friend.
That I am. Hello. It is a pleasure to meet you, darling Dolores. Oh, she has manners. Oh, if I liked women, you'd be trouble.
I've heard a lot about you. Pleasure to meet you.
I hope all good things. You can call me Ermi.
Ermi. All right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Pleasure. Oh, I smell another new face. Quickly turns to you, Triss. Hello.
And who might this be?
Echinacea, would you like to do another introduction?
Of course.
Thank you.
Triss. Triss, this is the River King. River King, this is Triss, a new friend.
It is a pleasure. Triss does not take their hand
All
like
right.
that, but bows instead.
Ermi curtsies.
Echinacea takes the hand and kisses it.
Perfect. It's all right. It's a work in progress. It is wonderful to meet you, Triss. Aren't you just a beautiful creature?
Oh, you flatter me.
Oh,
You
I
are
flatter everyone.
You are quite dashing yourself.
Thank you.
The River King. Would I be remiss to associate any sort of a fairy heritage to you?
What made it obvious? The big ears, like the very Feywild coated attire. Yes, I am River King of the Summer Court of the Feywild.
I believe I have heard of you. Actually.
Oh, I love it when people know me.
Less historical, a little more of the romance variety.
Oh, I can assure you that has been lacking lately.
Oh,
Don't believe everything you read.
Oh, it's so sad to hear.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Well, more so that you are there to facilitate the romance between star-crossed lovers and the such.
I am known to be a matchmaker. That is true. There's something about bringing lovers together.
Starts crying.
Yeah.
Oh, I apologize. I did not mean to upset you.
Oh,
That
apples.
was-
No, it's all right. Craig.
Let me eat away my
Fine,
feelings.
darling. But yes, Uramil is there. Everyone is sort of settled. Any conversations you guys are having with the group, anything you guys want to touch base on here while you guys are sat for breakfast. For brekkies.
Echinacea will, using the message cantrip, talk through their plan with Uramil for distracting the Summer Court through the Squall's End Feywild Rift.
Mm-hmm. I love a classic.
You know, it is a classic, exactly, just like Isle Thalor. But with a rift. But a familiar one, I imagine.
One not too far from home. I'll be careful moving through it. I don't wish to be detected. That could sow trouble, but I will be in disguise.
Mm.
He has a little. He ends up looking like Herald of Doom and Destruction. Just
Perfect.
Ah!
Moth folk looks good on you.
Yes, it does. Is that always that?
I think so.
All right. But yes, I happily lead an illusory horde of moth folk onto Grymmore Keep.
Not on Grymmore Keep, on the Feywild Rift.
Oh, yes. That.
Echinacea gives him consent to use their visage too.
Oh, all right. You're
They'll
sure?
chase me.
Uh,
Yes.
that does make sense. They will chase you.
Mhm.
Well, good thing I'm extra fast.
There's through Echinacea's, they've been so nervous and they've planned so much.
Mhm.
I think they just flit from person to person going over their plans. They'll go to Monroe, talk with him about the cold iron cage, and just make sure that everything is prepared. They give, obviously, Lucian the scroll of banishment for himself.
Just in case it goes wrong with Casimir.
Just in case you have to visit your hero's home.
Just in case. He puts it right in his breast pocket.
Tell me it's gonna be okay.
He takes their hands. I'm not going to lie to you. It will be dangerous. Be scary. But he looks around to the group gathered. But we're going to fight like hell to fix it. And to make it all right. That I can promise you.
Thank you for fighting by my side.
Always.
Always.
Squeezes. Kaylin scoots around and just grabs the both of you and pulls you into a hug. We're in this together.
Will you stay by me?
Of course. He sort of taps the shield that's sitting at his hip. I wouldn't be a good shield if I wasn't by your side.
Sword and shield. You and me. And Echinacea is just staving off a panic attack.
You're surrounded by the people who love you, and it is this is what you have been working towards, Echinacea, since the day you were liberated from the tower in Alden Gate. It's all been leading to this. Nerves make all the sense in the world. But
and Echinacea will just...
Go ahead.
They just look at these men. Kaelin, who's been there since that day that Echinacea was liberated, and Lucian, with whom things started out so rough, and who has come so far. They look at his prelude that changed yesterday, and they want to know what changed it, but he hasn't shared. And they've noted the change, and he kept quiet, and so they don't push, but they add it to that list of plans for the next day that they hope is come, that isn't guaranteed. I'm so grateful. We've come so far.
Lucy in particularly is like, quite far. Kaelin just nods and chuckles. So much farther to go.
So much farther after today.
To tomorrow.
So, Echinacea looks around at the breakfast table. Is everyone intent on facing Kolyada today, or is anyone chomping at the bit to face her honor guard?
What would be the advantage of that?
Well, if no one handles her honor guard, then we will have to handle them while contending with a Fae Queen whose powers are...
Oh.
Well, I heard on her guard.
Oh,
Like, you
sure.
were trying to wait until not the full moon, and I didn't hear honor guard. My bad. Honor guard, yes, let's take him out.
And
Personally, I am here to assist you in whatever you need.
the goal is not to kill any of the honor guard. If possible, speaking with them, convincing them that we are there to aid Kolyada is ideal. It could be the case that they'd be willing to fight on our side. The alternative is that we knock them out.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him out to dinner.
What?
I'm quite curious. What would stop Severian from informing them that what is happening is for her benefit?
I don't know what would stop Severian in particular, but it is the case that there are Shadow Court agents among that honor guard who wouldn't listen. And it could be the case that, like Severian until very recently, they would hear that argument and dismiss it because of Kolyada's direct orders. It is not clear to everyone that Kolyada is being magically controlled and compelled by Kervaith.
Is there a way to prove that? Visualize that magic?
Not that I'm aware of.
And you already have the names of the spies. Nikira was one of them? Am I incorrect?
That is one of them. She will not be at Grymmore Keep. The agent at Grymmore Keep is Vox. He is portraying, I believe, Handil. Is that right?
The changeling's brother.
Yes.
Right. Do we know where this Vox is going to be stationed in?
Outside of the cell that Kolyata locks herself in during the full moon, with all of the other honor guard.
They will all be present. All right. But what you're saying is if we go now, we may be able to intercept him?
No, they are currently stationed there already. The goal would be to either convince them upon our approach to aid us, or if they are not persuadable, to lead them away from Kolyata's cell so that we are not fighting two battles at once.
Above table, Vox and Nikira are essentially the people that Margot has said that Triss has to kill.
Yeah, they're Shadow Court agents.
Shadow Court agents.
It could be in our best interest to have charismatic people lead the honor guard away and then try to convince them, and if that fails, to subdue them or keep them distracted. While
Would it not be best to lead Vox away so that their influence does not supersede the persuasion that you are attempting?
absolutely, if you can convince them to leave everyone else. I do believe, if I understood while watching Severian, that they tend to travel at least in groups of 2. But 2 people is easier to lead away than 10.
I would be interested in assisting with pulling away this Vox Halamdil individual.
Vaughn sort of throws a drink back. Well, I'll be helping you with that then. And Willow sort of leans over to you. Triss, very interested in you. Very much like looking at a beautiful bird. Just wow.
Of course.
Of course. If you would need company, darling, I would happily. I am also quite the charismatic sort. I could dabble. You see this constellation light pinprick in the air as Willow just sort of traces the sky. I could create illusions to lure Vox in our direction. And we could have a very productive conversation. Looks over at Vaughn, who's like, what the fuck is up with this guy?
Well, how could I refuse? You make a compelling argument.
Wonderful. Kind of like shimmies down back into their chair, like very pleased. The feathers on their neck are just kind of like puffed up. Mm-hmm. So anybody else wanting to go? This is where we can kind of get above table if we want to. It sounds like, so we know for a fact that the crew that's going in to take on Kolyata, Echinacea, Lucian, Casimir for a time, Uldiel, Severian. So we got a pretty good a pretty big group. What could be done to make it easy? We could shift Shali over to the honor guard group. I think just let me know what you guys want to do.
So it sounds like there's not one honor guard group, but two, because they want to lead away Vox and then whoever Vox is paired with.
Correct.
So lead them away so that Vox Hallamdeel is not there to try and persuade the rest of the honor guard into not trusting Echinacea in their group. I think Echinacea's group has plenty of information and plenty of evidence to be able to be like, hey, this is happening, and one of your guys is on the bad people's side. And then I think with us being able to separate them, you already know what Triss's goal is.
We know what you're gonna do.
Triss is gonna.
Sorry, your brother's gonna be there. I love the full circle. The full circle of. I mean, I don't know if I will get to kill him or not, but that's what Triss is going to do.
I love this juiciness.
The full circle of Zio being so heartbroken over the potentiality of having being the reason why this motherfucker died.
I didn't even think about that.
You're like, watch me do
the
it.
Character that is like, actually watch me do it.
Hey, guys, watch me murder this fucking guy.
It's like, and am I gonna feel bad about it? No.
Oh, incredible. Okay.
So I think that makes sense. So those three are handling 2 honor guard. The rest of our group is going to try and convince the remainder. If that fails, I think having like Shali, Oldiel, like having like a couple people like focus.
Clerics.
Yeah, having them like focus if we have to fight that group, like essentially hold the door so that they can't come in and deal with us dealing with Koliata. I think that that's wise. So Willow, Vaughn, and Triss are leading Vox away.
And also, I won't be here next week, so
yeah.
So
we're gonna get into some of that tonight. Okay.
Oh, right now?
Not this. We still got a couple hours. But yeah, that sounds good to me. And then if needed, people like Shali and Uldiel will kind of break off and focus any honor guard that are proving to be a problem whilst the fight is happening. Okay?
And then I think in Triss's mind, the purpose is to deal with Vox and all of that, and then rejoin the party in regards to Koliata.
Definitely.
Even if that means already halfway through their battle, but still rejoin the party to help with that.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Perfect. As you guys sort of iron out the plan and get these details in order, who's going where and who's doing what, you hear clatter of sharp-heeled shoes enter the space, hitting the marble floor as Severian makes his entrance to breakfast, pours himself a glass of tea, and looks to all of you. I have updates. And that's where we're going to take our first break.
Okay.
Alrighty, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in to this session back. We're so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back with you guys, Lou, Button, and Angie. I've missed you guys dearly over these last few weeks. But we're going to be on break for the next 10 or so minutes. So drink water, take your dogs out, do a pee-pee if you gotta, and we'll see you guys. Bye. See you soon. See ya. Bye. Adios. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. We left off with Severian coming in with updates.
Yes.
He sat at the table, tea in hand. They're preparing for the event to take place tonight, the full moon. Heightened guards, rotations are bigger. I have allies spying on the keep to keep an eye on it. The fairy I mentioned before. She's feeding me intel of the goings on and how the guard rotations are moving along. She knows how they should be moving and will be able to tell me if anything is out of the norm. It looks, and you can clearly see a hesitation. Echinacea, this specifically to you, given the way that you've been conversating with your allies this morning, this lack of committing to saying something's going to work. This lack of committing to saying something's going to go off without a hitch. Severian is very much in that. In this moment where he just, everything seems as if it is in our benefit. We are. Makes eye contact with you in as good of a position as we can be.
We will make it to tomorrow.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Okay.
19.
19. You see in Severian the same flitting anxiety, the same palpitations of doubt, of fear, of anxiety. The images splattered of everyone here dead at Koliada's feet. No tomorrow for anyone. In combat, with success, with everything here going off without a hitch, with Koliada being healed. You see within Severian the same battle that is being had within you. But this strong assertion that you're going to fight for tomorrow brings some ease to the High Mage of the Winter Court. And he looks to you and just... for tomorrow.
For a better tomorrow. When she is free. When the Winter Court is free. Alec, correct me if I'm wrong. We're in a space where we know we can't be scryed on, right?
That is correct. This place protected from that.
Echinacea leans their elbows on the table and looks around. Our plan. Triss and Willow and Vaughn will lead Vox away from the rest of the Honor Guard so that he cannot influence our attempt to persuade them to ally with us, which, Severian, I believe you, Dolores, and I should lead. You because of your authority, Dolores because of her charisma, and myself because of my magic. After whatever happens with the remaining Honor Guard happens, we move into the cell where Koliada is kept. They look to Monroe. Monroe traps her in the cold iron prison. That's right. They open up their spell book, which whirls open to a page. I disarm her of the cursed blade rhyme. They pull out their sigil sphere from their bag of holding. I place it here to start disenchanting. They look to Casimir and to Lucian. One of you, whoever is not counterspelled, banishes himself to the star home of Pelgaunt the Gilden Fire and allows the minute-long process of disenchanting the cursed blade. They look around the table. Those who remain stay alive for 10 minutes. Not 10 minutes, sorry. Echinacea isn't dumb. I'm dumb.
No, yeah, you're good.
For
You're good.
1 minute, which is 10 rounds. We stay alive for a minute. The blade is disenchanted, and Kolyada is freed. While this is taking place, they look to Shali. The god Landith is going to attack Arvindor to distract Kervaith so that he cannot kill Kolyada as he otherwise might. There is so much at stake. This city has been held and controlled not because Kolyada wishes it, but because Kervaith has willed the bondage of the people here. Because Kervaith has willed the bondage of the Winter Court. Because Kervaith has willed the bondage of the Winter Queen Kolyada and has forced her to kill her children and her grandchildren and her grandchildren's children. And she has done this through her own cleverness at the behest of Kervaith, through my husband as well, and through the lost souls of the Corberay who have been kept from their final resting place. All of that is righted today. And I won't deny my fear. But there is no bravery without fear, and we are going to be brave today so that we reach that better tomorrow. Are there any questions?
Are there any other allies of Kervaith that could act in his place, even if he was distracted, that know of this plan?
I do not know what Aurelie knows, but it is worth mentioning that she is the one member of the Alloyed Pantheon who knows that he intends to kill the others. I do not anticipate that she will bother with today, as she is the change bringer, and we bring change.
Very well.
I am not very familiar with what has led you to these steps, Doctor. You speak of legends, it seems. Or the creation of one.
Both. These legends are real, and they are a mere prelude of what is to come by our hand.
I am deeply honored to be fighting by your side.
I'm deeply grateful for you, Triss.
As you said, we be brave now, so that tomorrow the fear won't catch us. And there will be a tomorrow.
There will be a tomorrow.
There is a strength to your conviction and your words. It's easy to believe. It's easy to believe that there will be survival from this, regardless of how terrifying it might seem.
You all look upon Echinacea as they make this grand declaration, the shadows of their hair sort of bouncing on the wall as the shape of a phoenix forms as Aedwulf's presence is made known. Oddly enough, the shadow casting light, a dim purple light, through the space. You hear Echinacea. Oh yeah, is this the first time you've seen Aedwulf?
I think maybe, yeah. Echinacea's shadow grows long and turns from a feminine form to a phoenix, and poor Triss is just like...
Here's the thing, be so fucking for real. A shadowy figure, they're about to fight the Shadow Court. Triss immediately pulls out their sword.
Whoa, chill out.
You all, I think everyone in the group sees Triss as they take a flourishing step backward, and they pull out their rapier. And Doctor, to me, trying to like pull Echinacea.
Echinacea goes to you. What?
There's
What?
There's a creature behind you.
My name is Aedwulf.
Oh no.
No one's reaction, and then Triss is standing there. Like, there's no reaction to this.
Triss, this is a corpore with whom I have made a pact.
Oh,
the corpore that I mentioned, who have been kept from their final resting place by the will of Kervaith and Ruin's Eye and Vaemir.
Ah, well, I deeply apologize to me, and puts their sword back and kind of just quickly just pushes down their clothing.
The outfit out.
Yeah, like, well, I would admit that Coldbury was a word that I was not familiar with.
If you are... Oh. Aedwulf, this is Triss. Triss, I know that you know who Triss is already. Yep. Aedwulf sees through my eyes. Triss, this is Aedwulf.
It's a pleasure. You see the shadow shift from this dark phoenix into a more elven-like form as he goes to shake your hand.
Does not take their hand, and
he does
bows instead. Interesting. Corpore. Oh. Yeah, full of surprises.
I should.
Correct.
Is that name familiar or anything?
I will say no. It doesn't ring familiar to anything you've encountered.
Yeah. Well, it seems there are different forms of shadows.
Lots. But I can assure you, I'm a shadow here to help.
We fight the bad ones. All right. Good.
If you encounter a corruptor corpore who is not aiding their host, the host will take on sort of sallow, near-death quality, and will be capable of transforming into blights. These are corruptor corpores. The name is a little self-explanatory. They corrupt those to whom they are bound and cursed. Aedwulf was bound to my husband. One such tool of Kervaith's to kill his own children, his progeny. And he has been freed.
Yeah, they saved me. And Lorien.
Wonderful. And I think there's still a little bit of, not tension, but Triss is just staring at Aedwulf, like, kind of intently.
It's different, yeah.
It's different. And also there is this, they trust Echinacea enough to know that trustworthy. Fine. However, she can't separate the knowledge of Shadow Court stuff with shadowy creature
Super valid.
on paper.
Yeah.
But it's staring a little bit of an Aid Wolf. And Aid Wolf is
Just a
he
guy
still
right
like
now.
he's just
Yeah.
a dude, right?
Yeah.
Right? He's just a guy that's
right
like
now
here.
they're just a guy.
Okay. Oh, should we get on with it?
Monroe kind of perks up. I think this is ready. He shows his now augmented wrist-mounted launcher. Should be able to pop that puppy right here and boom, get it right on her.
Incredible. I have prepared, they gesture to Harrioten's ring. I've prepared greater invisibility for you so that you can sneak in and cast that upon her. We know that she doesn't have true seeing, otherwise she would have detected Vox by now.
Yep. He just runs and squeezes you.
Echinacea squeezes him back. I think Monroe, having been someone who has died recently and been brought back by Echinacea, I think that squeeze, he understands that for all of their big talk, they have the fear of the exact thing he went through occurring again.
You're like a phoenix, Doc. You're not going to stay down for long. If you get knocked down at all.
Back out of the ashes.
I'm scared too.
It's smart to be scared.
It's smarter to be together.
That's right. Stay close to me. At that, Echinacea marvels the thought, as someone who remembers months, has an inkling of decades, the thought of getting back centuries just sort of strikes them for a moment. They can't help but look at Severian at that, just someone who knows what it means to remember centuries. I don't know if I have room for all of that.
I guess we're gonna find out.
All right. What do we need? What does everyone need?
And we can move above table here if we want, just to like kind of break down, because obviously it's breakfast, but I imagine there's not much people have left to do since we've done a whole lot of prep these last few sessions. So if we want to discuss like what folks need immediately, we can do that, and then we can get moving to Grymmore Keep if that's what folks are into.
Yes. The 7 potions of, was it greater or was it higher than greater?
It was greater.
It was greater. 7 potions of greater healing. So how do we want to divide that?
Do it between you two. Echinacea has potions that they're distributing already. They've got healing potions.
So we would give some to Echinacea. They would say, "Oh, I'm good."
Yes, exactly.
Okay, cool. Then I think Triss will take 3. 1 for them, 1 for Willow, and 1 for Vaughn. That makes sense.
Yep.
And then there's 4 left, so Dolores, however you'd want to spread those out.
All right. Anyone I know off the top of my head who would need it other than me?
It would probably be helpful for someone. I mean, keep some for yourself, I imagine.
Yeah, Alec, I can just make a list of the potions that Echinacea gives all the NPCs,
Please.
and then that might just be easier.
Yeah,
And then for you two, Triss and Dolores, Echinacea gives you both a potion of Arcanist's Restorative Elixir. This potion restores expended magical capabilities. You can gain an expended spell slot of your choice back.
Ooh,
So, like,
nice.
if you
Okay.
cast your highest spell, then you can just bonus action chug a potion and gain it right back.
Cool.
Then they are... Sorry, I'm just marking down
No.
what I'm giving out.
You're good. Take your time.
And then each of you, they give a potion of heroism, which gives you 10 temp HP that lasts for an hour, and you're under the effect of the bless spell with no concentration necessary. So keep up, like, just bless and know that you have that bonus for an hour. And then each of you gets, where are you? 2 potions of superior healing. Yes, 2.
Superior. Hell yeah.
Yeah, big guy.
Nice.
Echinacea is going to ask what everyone is and isn't what you two are resistant and not resistant to. Obviously, the language of it is a little different.
Force and fire. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's it.
Triss is resistant to poison.
Poison. Okay, so you're both getting potions of cold resistance.
Cold.
Important.
Needed.
Needed. And then potions of necrotic resistance as well. Because there's Shadow Court fuckery afoot. And then, because there's Summer Court fuckery afoot, Triss, you'll also get a potion of fire resistance. You're already fire resistant, Dolores. Then they'll also give you each 2 potions of you already have. That's right, you already have potions of greater healing.
Damn.
We're stacked.
Yeah, I crafted a lot.
We have a lab's worth.
We have a full apothecary.
I'm just like looking at everything like, Jesus. The apothecary is open.
Yeah.
I'm as prepared as I can be.
Alec, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and just
Yeah.
put the additional 2 healing potions of greater healing on my inventory.
Yeah, please,
I
please.
will keep a note in mind that one is for Vaughn and one is for Willow.
I've written that
So
down in my notes as well. So
Yeah, technically it'll be in their inventory, but just to help me remember.
Absolutely.
Like, visually.
Yep.
And then last one, I promise.
You're good.
Each of you gets a potion of maximum power.
Oh,
So-
jeez.
Yeah, you know what that does.
Me, a paladin.
Yeah. Take the max dice on a real big hit. Save it for that nat 20.
Alec just zooming in. Ow. It was
Echinacea
all the guys-
prepares!
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I'm scared.
Maximum
I'm
power.
puckered. As I should be.
Awesome.
I've been bullying you for 3 years, and here we are.
All right. Everything distributed. I'll make that list, Alec.
Okay.
But yes.
Cool. I appreciate it. All right.
Button, have you seen the message that Luke?
No. Yeah. that is the case, I don't think we'll need it. But that's something you have in the back pocket. Yes.
Is this a strategy corner?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
Leave
it.
us alone, Dad.
Okay. Anything else to plan here?
Are you ready?
Yes. Echinacea will, an hour prior to moving out, excuse me while I hiccup. Thank you. Will cast Death Ward and will twin spell it on themselves and Kaylin, who they anticipate will be, because Kaylin's staying close to them, Koleata's 2 primary targets.
Okay.
And then we'll use their, that wizard shit. What are you called? Arcane Recovery.
That wizard shit.
Wizard shit to gain the spell slot back.
Yep. Okay.
Pisces.
I see.
Spicy. That gets me to my NPCs. What are we doing? Oh. Okay. Load, damn it. Thank you. Okay. You beat Kaylin to the Death Ward, which is unfortunate. He was about to do it to you, but you're like, don't mind if I do. You're like, I can get the fucking spell slot back.
Echinacea presses their hand to Kaylin's armor, knowing what he wants to do. And they're like,
Yeah.
now you know, I'm the one who can read a book for an hour and get this back. Because they press the Death Ward against his heart.
He takes their hand in both of his and just kisses it. Love you.
I love you to the stars and back.
There and back again. We are
Will you
going
take me
there
dancing?
immediately after we can. Yes, we were saying the same thing, of course.
I'm making plans for a tomorrow in the hopes that it will be there, that I will be there.
He cups your face. Everyone here is fighting for you to be there.
I know. And I'm so grateful.
Since the day I met you, I knew that we would get here. To the point where everything you've been chasing is within reach. And you have shown me so much strength, so much determination, so much passion, through so much hardship, and my gods, it has been hard. And you've inspired me every step of the way to get here. You, Echinacea Belrose, have a strength I wish to have. I know I have strength, but you just inspired me to be stronger. I am in awe of you.
The strength is borrowed and blent with the strength and love that you give. It's this, and they intertwine fingers. This strength. The choice to bind together and to hold and to cherish. And that's why it's not just mine, it's yours and Lucian's and Casimir's and Monroe's. And I think in the swell of that overwhelming gratitude, Echinacea kisses Kaelin tenderly.
And kisses them back. All for Lucian to loop his arms around the both of you. As we march into the unknown, I give you this. He hands you his rapier, whose specifically the handle is now gilded in gold. No part of the weapon itself, the blade, is touched by your prelude. A specific extension of your will. Nothing you've created will be used to pierce, kill, or maim. It took me a second to register why it changed.
Why?
Because I'm going to keep you safe. Because I'm going to take after Pelgaunt. You knighted me in Ishro's castle, and it seems to be truth.
Echinacea looks down at the prelude and the promise of protection. I've never known more gallant knights than these, with whom I wish to share my nights, my tomorrows. So we'll make it so. The three of us.
The three of you embrace and hold each other close as you begin to trek toward Grymmore Keep. Yeah, no, please. I was gonna say we got space for everybody else. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this interaction happening? I'm assuming privately, but also kind of in the open. Or was it taken to
I don't
kind
think
of a private corner?
I
or
don't
anything
think
like that?
specifically like Lucian or Kaelin would be like, we must go hide in the bedroom to be
Yeah.
romantic.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's pretty open.
It's sort of like the natural lull of these
Yeah.
two individuals leading up to Echinacea and everything. I think in the span of shared these nightly vows, not just from the two men, but also from Echinacea.
Mm-hmm.
There's a long just pause of watching this happen for that Triss focuses on and is watching this like with this sort of air of a forlorn not for I don't know if forlorn is the right word, but like sort of like a
like yearning, longing.
Yearning
Yeah.
and deep-sided sort of longing. It's like watching a telenovela. Like
so
just
cute.
watching the romance and watching this happen, and it's like a very like just so pin focused on this. And then as they like embrace each other and share in this like romance, it's just this like this deep sort of like sigh, just watching is like, oh, this is everything they read about and enjoy and have
I love that. That's so cute.
It's very beautiful and tender. Like the world might end, guys.
But look at how in love these three people are.
But they and it's kind of also just there is an appreciation of what is happening, but there's also a quiet yearning as well.
Oh. I like that. I'm gonna give you an inspiration point for that. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, I'm back to full.
Yay! All right. Dolores, anything for you in this time right before you guys head off? Because this is going to be my last call before we fast forward a bit and everybody heads to Grymmore Keep.
Dolores is just tuning her instrument and practicing.
Okay. Alrighty. As we set off, the plan begins to unfold particularly within the Feywild Rift. What you all don't see. I love this shit. It's so goofy, dude. What you don't see. I've never heard that music before. Whoa.
Oh, the music.
Holy shit. Oh, that
Your
scared me.
face.
It
You were
was-
like so
the, the track was called Horror, and then it went dun, dun, dun. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Wait a minute.
Oh shit,
Okay.
He fucking that up. What you guys don't see at the Feywild is as the prismatic colors of the Feywild, the luminous blues and pinks and yellows, begin to shift as a shadow is cast over this space, this tear through space and realities. Together, the material and the Feywild connecting in this man-made scar, flying through large moth-like wings, flittering quickly, unnaturally, hungrily, as the herald of doom and destruction, a stark white mothfolk in a proud crown. You all reap death, destruction, and the setting of your everlasting sun. May the court of summer know nothing but our darkness. Inside, Ermil's like, that was good. And this illusion of hundreds of thousands of moth folk tearing through the Feywild Rift into the Summer Court pulls the attention of everyone at the Sunspire Castle as they prepare for battle. I'm gonna roll a quick performance check for Uramil. At advantage for sure. It is a 35. Everyone here believes that for some reason a newfound king of mothfolk have decided today is the day to invade the Court of Summer. All right. Listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. All right.
Ah, they call it the Iothalor Gambit.
The Iothalor Gambit. You guys begin to make your way forward. Tell me, how are you approaching Grymmore Keep? Angie, that's so fucked up, dude. That's
What?
so fucked up. Look at memes. That's so fucked up, brother. Holy shit.
I don't know what it is about this picture that it just makes me scream.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just-
Lisa Rinna. A meme.
Vaughn is a druid, correct?
Correctamundos.
How about that pass without a trace?
It's already up. Pass without trace is up. So you guys are
Excellent.
moving. And let's actually move you guys over to the map.
I was about to ask him, like, can we have a visual?
Oh, you guys can have a visual.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. Roll 20. Don't fail me now, please.
So,
And has Shali updated us as to Landith's movements?
yes. As you guys, this happens in real time as you guys are moving forward. So first, give me the stealth checks. Everybody add 10. Ooh.
Thank you. I needed that. I will need that.
Lose mogging. She got a natural 20, dude.
25. No, 35.
35,
Because pass without trace.
35. What'd you get, Lou?
Natural 20, but just for 24, but plus 10,
34.
so 34.
Damn,
34.
okay. Triss?
28 total.
Okay, so still good. It's still great. The NPCs rolled a 19 plus 10 for a 29. As you guys are moving forward, all sort of under the veil of night, it is now getting dark, with winter in full swing. The clouds are covering the sky, and it is easy for you guys to capitalize on that. As you guys are moving forward, you're seeing the gates of Grymmore Keep in front of you as Shali puts a hand on your shoulder, Echinacea. You can see her eyes are fully sunlit white, just bright as this magic is overtaking her, as a message is being delivered from her god. The dead march on Arvindor. Now is our time.
May the light shine from Landith's eye.
May deception be seared from this world. All right. So, above table, this is the view outside of Grymmore Keep. It is obviously heavily fortified.
I'm not seeing it.
You're not seeing it?
Am I on a different
Okay.
page because we had a split
Oh,
combat?
that's right. Yeah, hold on. Let me...
It's like a blue.
Yeah, I'm
fortress.
looking at the basement.
I'm seeing.
Get Echinacea out of the basement.
I'm trying. I'm
in the
trying.
basement.
How the frick do I move you, dude? There we go. Okay, now you should see it.
Yay!
Okay, there we go.
Do.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
You guys have been given intel by the little fairy on Severian's shoulder that the crew, the guard rotation is on the southeastern portion of Grymmore Keep, making their way around. So that is...
And where's the entrance?
Entrance is right up here. Top middle
Okay,
of the
so there's
map.
currently not a watch here? These figures that we see?
Those are guards manning the station, but Severian is in front with you guys.
Okay.
So he is going to try and get you in.
Are you prepared to teleport us there if they decide to be a problem?
Of course I
Okay, just checking.
am. You doubt my abilities. Good doctor. Are you
I'm
going-
just making sure we're on the same page.
If there's a lot of us, would that be possible?
What?
If there is a lot of us.
Let me do my work. He's big dicking right now. He's like,
Yeah.
hold on, little bro. See what I can do.
Okay, Unc.
Each of you see a Severian glides forward and speaks to the guards. You're all able to hear him. I need to ensure that everything is well prepared for our queen's time away. What I need you all to do is fortify the outer walls. I need you, and you can see as he looks up, as he speaks to what look to be some sort of frost giants from the Feywild, clad in this obsidian black armor. One is holding a tower shield, as is the other, and they have these large cudgels in their hand. We need to ensure that in case she breaks out, we are prepared. Is that understood? I'm going to roll a deception. With advantage. Because why would Severian lie to the people that know him? That was a 2.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's good. That's better. You can see one of the giants go, yes, I Lord Severian. Eastern or western walls? Eastern walls, please. Trying to consolidate everybody to the same place so that you guys have a clear way in. Please alert the maguses to head to the high tower on the west. And to bring their frost race in, their services will most likely be needed in the catacombs, but I will let you know when that is. And you guys are able to see, or give me a perception check, everybody.
No. 9.
9.
10.
10.
Not bad. 16 plus 8, 24.
Okay. Triss, you're able to see as there are these Eladrin soldiers wearing pretty light armor. They seem to have orbs in hand, and sort of shambling at their sides are these almost like gaunt skeletal, kind of like draugrs. They look to be undead, but they are elves. So very pallid skin, no eyes as they sort of shamble about. They look to be just undead soldiers.
And where are they located at?
So you're going to see them on the map, specifically just going above table. You see a couple of them up here. We'll say I'm going to move them here. So there's an actual Megas here. Yep.
See.
And you can
So
zoom in and get a better look on them if you want.
Yeah, so it's a soldier with an undead, like Eladrin soldiers with undead, like
thralls, if you
thralls.
will.
Got it. And it's how is it 3 per soldier?
3 per soldier is what it seems to look like. Yes.
Okay. Got it. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I see. There's one that has 2 over here. I'm just like interested in like seeing this. All looks very cool, Alec.
Thanks.
Yeah. So this is what was it that Severian called them?
Maguses. Magus. Like a magus. And then the frost race.
Maguses are the soldiers, and then frost
Maguses
wraiths
are the soldiers. Frost wraiths are the shambling undead. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I think Dolores. Oh my God, going through the whole rotation of names. Triss. Triss leans over to Dolores and is like, "What do you gather from that?"
Ice. I don't know. I don't think she's picking up anything. I got a 10.
I think Triss is pointing them out to you.
Mm-hmm.
1 second. My dog is making the most annoying sound ever, and it's making it impossible to think. I need to give him a bone so he's not licking incessantly. It's like audio,
Sensory issue,
Yeah. One moment. While we're waiting, guys, how cool is this map that Alec has brought to us? How creepy are these winter wraiths? Who are these maguses? Is this something that maybe Severian has kind of a reason? Yeah. It's like interest. Is this part of Severian's ability to add things to, the winter court? Like, does he have any say in this? Yeah. Anyways, are you good now, Blue? Or you still need a moment?
I think he'll be all right. He's just chewing on something harder at least, and it's not like the licky sound.
The licking sound.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
I don't think I can make anything of it at the moment, but I'm always.
I find it rather interesting that Severian's forces are actively using necrotic means to bump up the numbers. Not only that, but in what capacity are these enslaved prisoners or bodies brought back without their consent? It seems like a dear doctor would not be too pleased with something like this, don't you think?
Certainly.
I
I'm
know
not-
you. Oh, go on.
This is my first time seeing anything like this, so I don't think I knew it was strange that. I don't know.
I know you and Lucien and Monroe are rather perturbed by Severian's interest in the doctor. Seeing this could be another thing to add to your list of worries.
That's a great fucking point.
Certainly. Thank you.
And then Triss is gonna mind the rest of their business.
They not.
Incredible.
Triss is like, what can I do to fuck with
I
Severian?
like a little shit stirrer. Okay.
Mhm.
I will say, you guys.
Triss is like, you did a whole person on me. You're gonna fucking regret it for the rest of your life.
Hell yeah.
Over the course of the next little bit, you can see as everybody begins to shift towards Severian's direction, giving you guys a
Toward his direction or toward where he directed
toward
them?
where he directed them.
Gotcha.
So out of your way, so you're able to make your way inside Grymmore Keep.
Okay. I think Echinacea, while clocking the undead, there's this focus, and I think
Mhm.
there's even an assumption in Echinacea's mind right now that is like not founded on any logic. It's just like their brain has decided like that must be it. Koliata is controlled by Kervaith. Echinacea is, I think, in that pursuit of justice for everyone under the mind control of Kervaith, assuming that this is something that Kervaith has ordered Koliata to do,
Okay.
like to create these undead. And they assume they're Koliatas, and they assume that they will be gone once they handle today.
For sure. Okay. You guys begin to make your way inside eventually. I will say just give me an additional stealth check with advantage here, given the fact that Severian was able to move the forces even more outside of your potential viewing.
After that, a trace is still up.
Correct. Yep. That's up for a little bit.
32.
Nice.
It's a stealth check
Yes.
with advantage.
So it'll be a flat roll for you, Triss.
Flat roll. Yeah. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. 35.
Okay.
What?
I got a 24.
24. Okay. NPC's got a 27. You guys are able to make your way inside. And as you do, you see what unfortunately has come to pass through this space is a pretty clear lack of upkeep. The walls are encrusted in ice. The foundation is clearly not able to handle this much frost and precipitation in its space. Carpets are kind of getting molded. Any sort of like there's like eerie fey moss growing on the stone walls. This place has been altered now for the second time in Aocean history. The first some 300 years ago, where a vampiric coven held this city for quite some time and made this keep the home of their vampiric coven leader. As you make your way in, Severian looks to all of you. They should be downstairs. The road is not long from here. So the question becomes, do we lead Vox up here?
The layout of this keep, where do you suggest that Vaughn, Triss, and Willow lead? Where can they most easily control the honor guard? I would imagine downward, where there are fewer, they'll gesture to the ramparts, figures.
There
You
are
might hear them.
barracks further down the hall from where we are headed. It would be wise to take them there.
And that would be somewhere where we would not be disturbed,
Ideally.
if necessary. All right, so, Willow, Vaughn, maybe we should be discussing our own plan. How can we persuade Vox and whoever the partner is away? Maybe, Severian, you have something to provide? Insight that could easily inform us?
Well, I might actually come in handy here. A voice coming from someone you guys have not seen as of yet.
What the fuck? What was that voice? Is that the Changebringer?
And that's where we're going to take our last break.
You're fucking kidding!
Bitch!
I was like, that
I'll fucking
voice.
fight you.
You guys
Sick.
don't.
Okay.
You guys don't know who it is.
Uh-huh.
You don't know who it is. All right.
Yeah.
Love you guys. We're gonna take our break here, and we'll see you when we get back.
Wow.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody make sure
They can see and hear you. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Last we left off, a mysterious voice made itself known to the party, hinting that they know. They seem to have an update. What you guys see is flitting out of a staircase leading downward. You imagine, given Severian kind of gesturing to that space where you're all to be headed, is a small, 4-inch tall fairy. She has very porcelain, bright skin, this sort of seafoam green to deep blue hair. She has a spool of thread on her back with a sewing needle fashioned into a rapier at her hip. She wears a collection of like leathers with some poofy sleeves and accoutrement made all by hand. And Severian looks. An update that is good. This is one of the allies I was telling you about. She kind of looks. Oh, how rude of me not to introduce myself. Hi, I am Codell.
Pleasure, Codell.
It's very fine to meet you, Dr. Belrose. I've been one of Severian's aides throughout the city, keeping an eye on things, and, well, update for you, it looks like Vox already started moving toward the barracks.
Excellent.
So, perfect opportunity.
That will certainly make it easier.
And they're in there with 2 other honor guard.
2.
Right. So there are 2 at the gate to Coliada, and there are 3, Vox included, within the barracks now.
And the remainder are where?
They are not here, which is interesting.
That is interesting.
I'm waiting for an update from an ally, but my first thought was that they were putting Coliada in her containment, but I peeked and didn't see anything. So either they're on the shitter or they're not here.
How many are missing?
5.
That's a significant quantity.
That is. Severian, are you able to contact them? I don't know them.
You can look. You look at him, you see he's already on it. They were pulled to the prison.
Tell them not to go.
You can see he is psychically sending a message. And outwardly he says, "Return to Grymmore Keep now. Use the stones I gave you. Return to your posts.
Guard the exterior.
Guard the exterior."
If Vox is already on the move and away from their post, and there are 5 missing individuals already, does this possibly mean that we have been made?
Akira may be making a play. Triss, can you go? Willow. Vaughn.
Absolutely.
All right. And that's who we're going to follow for a little bit here. Triss, you... I'm going to need you, Vaughn, and Willow to go ahead and give me stealth checks.
Yeah. Also, real quick, the cloaks thing.
We already found out who the spy was.
Okay.
That motherfucker's dead.
Got
We
it. So
killed
we
him.
didn't.
So we're
Got
good.
it.
I
Okay.
killed
That
him.
was the whole. That was to try and find Brias. Okay.
That was trying to find Brias. Yep.
Okay.
But that guy, dead as hell.
Dead as hell.
Dead
Okay.
as hell.
Stealth. Real quick because
You still have pass without trace.
Yes, because Vaughn
Vaughn's
is
with
Vox. Vaughn. Vaughn is with us.
Vaughn, Fox,
Uh.
who are you? You're just like their parents.
are you? Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. My mom calls me Samantha, Madison, Sean, like before I get hit with my actual my name, which she gave me, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
It was 12 on the die.
Okay.
So plus 9 is a 21, and then
So
that's 31.
Hell yeah, brother. Okay. You guys are able to move down this spiral staircase. It looks as if it's connected to some sort of tower. So you move down and you're able to sneak past the 2 honor guard manned in front of Koliada. You're able to just duck to the hallway to the left to make your way down to the barracks.
Do we have a visual of this on the map or not yet?
Not yet, no. Right now you're just walking down a 20-foot hallway, and the barracks are just on the left side, furthest down. There are no other corridors, no other doors that you need to worry about here.
Before we continue forward, we know who we have to find. However, there has been no conversation on how we're going to approach this conversation.
Yep.
So as we are walking in quietly and like together, Triss looks to Vaughn.
Yeah.
And is Vaughn themselves as a changeling, or
right now
have they changed as
Vaughn is
this?
themselves? Yeah, and I'd say give me an insight check here, because that's a very particular choice, specifically for a changeling. Like I'm going to be myself.
I don't think so. That was a 2.
Okay.
Insight?
Yeah.
It's a 10.
There are so many emotions like running across Vaughn's face that it is hard to land on one that is, the culprit behind why they've chosen to take this form. But you can see that they are, that sort of marbled, almost like a Rorschach test, these ink blots of black on this white base. Yeah.
Vaughn, will you be approaching your sibling like this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to appeal to them, try to get them to come with me and just get the fuck out of here.
Do we have a description of what Hallandir looks like? The
Yes.
person that they are impersonating?
Yep. You're looking for a Winter Eladrin person, long, straight, white hair, couple scars on the left side of the face, and just white eyes. No pupils.
So, no deception. We are walking in. You will be leading us in and attempting to reason with your sibling.
I hope so.
All right. Lead the way.
Vaughn begins to move forward, and you can see as they sort of curl their hands and make a cat's cradle out of these strings of flame as they flick their index and their middle finger forward, and their wildfire companion, this small, fluffy cat of fire, just lands, starts like sneaking with all of you, moving down the hallway. Willow sort of pulls you to the side. Do you think that's going to work? Just a cheeky conversation and they're totally fine?
I'm being completely honest with you, Willow, and we have only just met. I do not believe it will work, but it is not up to me to decide how a sibling approaches a sibling. If it comes, if it doesn't, we shall see what happens. But I am willing to protect myself And you. And Devon, if necessary. And that means doing what I must. Will you stop me if I must?
Do I have your permission to get inside?
My head.
Just to relay a message.
Of course.
You feel a message cantrip. You're talking about killing an agent of the Shadow Court.
Rather intuitive of you, Lo.
I have a flair for the dramatic. And I love stories with twists.
Can I sense that there is a... Can I sense that Willow is just kind of like... If it happens, it happens.
Yeah,
like,
give me an insight check.
Yeah. Because I again, Triss does not know Willow.
Absolutely.
And Triss also does not know Vaughn, but can see the emotional
Vaughn is
attachment
invested.
to what is...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
With Willow, I think Triss wants to kind of gain a baseline for seeing that this person is... If we gotta play ball, we gotta play ball.
Hey, absolutely. No, yeah, go ahead and give me a perception
Or are
check.
they going
Or
or are
insight
they
check.
going to betray or are they going to betray me?
Absolutely. Not absolutely that they'll betray you, but absolutely
Yeah.
as I
Is
get
it
what you're
insight
saying.
check?
Yeah.
Do I want to use a inspiration? Because I rolled like
You got 3.
I do. I think I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
This could also cement a fun little relationship. Who knows? Different die than that. Which die? Okay. So... Not that much better, but it's fine. So, insight, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a 12.
12.
No, not a 12.
Oop.
13.
13.
It was a 5 on the die plus an 8.
With a 13, it's clear that Willow is quite drawn to you. Drawn to your looks, drawn to the regal air about you, drawn to a beautiful person.
Mm-hmm.
And often when people don't seem to have a lot of self-esteem in themselves, they latch really hard onto the people they're interested in.
Oh, baby.
So, what you're able to get with a 13 is that...
That's a rough one, Alec.
That's a rough... nice guy behavior!
That's a rough one, Alec.
Oh...
You didn't have to do it.
Oh, I think Triss is gonna break this baby's heart. Some point in the future. Who knows?
So what? God damn.
I love it. Thank you, Alec.
Yeah, you're
this
welcome.
shit so fucking tasty.
What you're able to get with with a 13 is that Willow is quite drawn, and Willow is a person who may sometimes let their morals fall to the wayside if it means someone pays attention to them.
Wow.
Lou's having a fucking crisis over. She went, oh no. Oh, sorry guys.
This is too much power for me. Triss kind of garners that. I think it's so fun that I got so much with a fairly small role in
I could
comparison.
have gone deeper.
You could have gone
there's a
deeper,
lot
but
more
it's like
there.
it just
Yeah.
it really makes sense that Willow is putting cards completely on the fucking
Yeah,
table.
dude.
Yeah. No poker face. I see. Triss gives Willow a silent, personal, intimate smile as they respond back in the message. I have been tasked with ridding this place of the Shadow Court agents that fester it. And I must do as I am told.
Then it seems
I
to be a
am-
noble goal.
I believe so. However, Vaughn is an ally to our allies. I would much rather this Vox individual be baited, tempted, to have to defend himself.
If
That's all.
something needs to be done with Vaughn, I can take care of that.
It's much easier to... It is much easier to explain I was protecting myself.
Hmm.
There is truth in both things. I had to do it because I was commanded to. But I was also protecting myself.
I won't stop you.
I appreciate your candidness, Willow. I hope we can become better friends.
I hope so as well. And you guys move closer and closer to the barracks.
Got my little finger.
Okay. Echinacea, Dolores, and Co.
Yes.
Severian looks to you. The Kira summoned some of the honor guard to help look for Brius.
The guy you killed.
Sure. That would be the one. I think we move now.
And inform them of sightings of him from far away. Maybe.
No, like Echinacea said, try to capitalize on the two. And the rest will follow suit. Good. Move.
There are only 2 guards guarding the entrance. Echinacea is going to quaff a potion of unified might, so that their charisma and intelligence scores are both 25. They are giving Severian and Dolores their potions of heroism, so you add a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws. And then, was there anything else? And we'll give Dolores and Severian potions of advantage. So you can
Okay.
choose to give yourself advantage on a roll.
Okay, love that.
I will give you Bardic Inspiration.
Bardic Inspiration. Monroe is going to quaff a potion of astounding vigor. Stupid.
That's right.
Ridiculous. insane. Severian is going to never mind, he's gonna hold that. And we're gonna take potions of heroism. Okay, cool. You guys make your way.
Everybody who needs them has the. I know I put them in the notes. Just the potions of cold resistance. I think everyone's got a potion of heroism, and that's an hour. Yeah.
I've got that all down. So all of those are taken at this point. Okay.
Okay.
You make your way down to see Severian standing next to you, Echinacea, as you move down. You're able to hear this terrible thrashing inside the catacombs that Kolyada is being held in. You hear the crumbling of stone, the quick the sound that you heard yesterday when Brius was killed. That same sharp icicle crashing as Kolyada, the moon now rising, beginning to throw her down a well of madness.
But in that madness is the kernel of understanding of what's happening to her, and in that, the key to her freedom. So it's painful to listen to her thrashing against the ensorcelment under which the god Kervaith has placed her. But it just feeds Echinacea's determination. Their little hands ball into fists. They are ready to summon Eadwulf, but they're not doing it yet. They need to make sure that these remaining honor guard are on our side if possible. And they just will Kolyada in their mind-blanked mind to hold on. To hold fast to who she is.
And that battle rages on in the catacombs while you face off against these two guards. You see as they look at Severian, they immediately bow in honor to the High Mage, but then they see you. They move to grab shackles, and Severian puts a hand up. Do not lay a hand on them. They are here to help. What you do not know is broken. Our queen is in pain. Our queen is suffering. And we need to heal her. The only way we can do that is with this band. And he looks back at all of you. And he looks at you, Echinacea, and you, Dolores, to continue making this argument.
Echinacea looks at these guards. They are elves?
Yes, they are Eladrin.
You are old enough to remember a time where she was sharp and clear as new ice. And you know that since that time she has changed. It is not the fault of age. I promise you, on the vows that I have made, that all I wish to do is to bring back your honed and sharpened queen to herself. The queen you remember. The queen who belongs to only herself.
Give me a persuasion roll. Dolores,
Okay.
is there anything you want to say, anything you want to add, anything you want to contribute to this?
If I can give advantage to, or like assist Echinacea after they say their piece,
Mm-hmm.
Dolores will step forward.
We may not need it,
Fair enough.
but still continue. I want
Do
you
it.
to, yeah.
And say, you may have heard of the good doctor's reputation. I myself feel as though I am someone healed by their presence. My mind too was corrupted, not in this way, but in other complex ways, and they helped me regain myself. I am not in their debt, but they have changed and healed me irrevocably.
You can make that roll with advantage. But...
I did with advantage, which is why I was like, please do it. Because
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a nat 20 plus 17.
37. Thank you, Francine.
Thank you, Franny.
We've discussed the way that elven memories operate. They are only accessed when sought out, especially after long, long lives. Without even knowing these individuals, both Echinacea and Dolores, you hit on a truth here. They remember a time before this. You see as their minds wander to a time where they roamed their castle in the Winter Court, where Coleata walked the halls and stopped to conversate, to connect with the people of her court. She was often seen as so cold, so terrifying. But what nobody knows about her is that the thing she loves most is her people. And these two here saw that. Every time Coleata made her presence known in the mess hall, she would celebrate a day's work well done, where she would ask new cadets to spar, to test their mettle, where she would offer a gentle hand of guidance for those struggling to learn. The same realization that hit Severian on the Scorched Isle washes over these two. As the manacles are put back on their hips, and they drop to a knee in front of your party. Ready to fight behind you to return the Queen of the Winter Court to herself.
We may have to fight her. None of that fighting, I imagine you understand, is to be lethal. If Nikira arrives, she is to be held at bay.
Understood, Dr. Belrose.
Echinacea will, I think, just clap them both on the shoulder and bring them back up.
They stand, hitting a resting stance, very much mirroring what you saw from Uldiel when you first met her.
For a better tomorrow, Will you let us in?
They go to retrieve the keys. And we will return to Triss. Button, Dolores, if you can, take an inspiration point.
Wow.
Triss. Oh!
Thank you.
Yeah,
Why,
that's exactly what's happening.
Woo!
Woo! It's a willow.
Fucking have them. Yeah, I do.
Bark, bark, bark.
Willow's like, woo, 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 woo.
Baby.
You tell that neighbor.
You look to see the barracks. You're right outside the door. It is not locked. It is not held in any way. You see that you're able to walk in. Vaughn looks back. Am I just going in?
And they are your sibling. If you truly believe that you may talk to them, who am I to stop you?
But be rest assured, darling, we do have your back. Willow says in a very comforting tone.
We will protect you. You must understand, Vaughn. Being part of the Shadow Court, your sibling may be far gone. But it is okay to have hope and believing that you can persuade them back. But be ready for any possibility.
Vaughn opens the door. You walk in to see the honor guard Pandil described. Pale, wide eyes, a scar, slick back, white hair. Turns. You're not dead. Vaughn? You see the two guards behind Vox. Who was that? You shouldn't have come here. What do you mean? I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead. I thought someone killed you and I made their life fucking miserable because of it. I found out you're alive. Of course I'm gonna come find you. You're my family. You're the only family I got left. Vox takes 2 steps forward, running hands through their hair, and as they do, they shift back into their base changeling state.
Mm-hmm.
Puts a hand on Vaughn's shoulder. That's where you're
I'm watching
wrong.
very.
Yeah.
I'm watching very carefully. I'm watching very carefully.
I don't trust him. That's where you're. And Vox juts forward with an attack. Any response?
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah, response. Absolutely. Blah, 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 blah. Give me 1 second.
You're fine. You're fine. If you want to cut here, we can pick this up when you play next, or if you want to resolve it now, that's totally up to you. I just don't want to put any pressure on you.
This would be no, you're fine. It is immediate. If we gotta do rollies to see who hits first, I want to cast Sanctuary on Vaughn.
Okay.
And it would be a bonus action. So
what's your dex mod?
my dex mod is 4.
You're faster. You're
Got
gonna
it.
be.
So I
yeah,
cast
You cast Sanctuary. So Vox has to make a Wisdom saving throw to attack.
Yes. So until the spell ends, any creature who targets a warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects such as so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this.
And it's a Wisdom 21.
Oh my god! No, should that go up with the potion of maximum power, or did Triss not get that?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't take
Maximum power is different. That's that's for damage.
That's for damage. Yes, I did not take the maximum power one because
the other one.
You want to take it right before you hit someone.
Got it.
Okay.
But I already used my bonus action because also another thing is that
No. I'll just say that he rolled. Vox rolled a 2. So
Damn.
It does not hit Vaughn, but it is going toward you.
it is going toward me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
So, just to resolve this hit, 25.
25 hits. Yeah.
Yep. And then this is going to be. There's going to be 15 points of slashing damage. As this sword was initially going to be a stab, but now it becomes this like jut forward as it hits you in the side.
Okay, got it. So 15 points.
15 points.
And damage.
Then, yep, that's where we're going to roll initiative here for this group.
Okay.
Split potty wombat.
I do. Do I have the thing? I think we added it. The thing where I can do a spell driver.
Oh, spell driver?
Yeah. I can use my action to cast another spell of first level or higher.
Okay.
So I cast because I know I did that quick bonus action. Would I be able to do an action immediately?
Yeah.
I am going to also use. So that was the Sanctuary was my bonus action. As an action, I'm going to use Command.
Okay.
At 2nd level. And I am going to target the other 2 honor guard. And I'm going to tell them to flee.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, so what do I need to do for that?
That is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, it is rolls. Where are you? Wisdom saving throws, 21.
Wisdom saving throws, 21. Oh, shit. Okay. You see as they begin to leave. That works.
6 seconds of running away.
Whee! Okay. And then, what did you get on initiative? Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
A 1. A 5. Let's get him out right now.
What was the total?
5.
5. Okay, that is our first initiative, and that's where we're going to close on Triss for the night. Okay. And we, what a juicy, okay. And we will transition back over to Echinacea, Dolores, and their party. Now with 2 honor guard ready to fight on your behalf. One of them is grabbing the keys to the door. You're able to hear that thrashing and that fighting within. Yeah, go ahead.
Can we see her?
Not quite yet. But are you looking?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say that thrashing continues for maybe another 10, 15 seconds before she juts through and just decimates a pillar. And you see in front of you, for the first time in your current living memory, Coliata, the Queen of the Winter Court. She stands at a massive 12 feet tall. She is this pale blue skin, muscular in light chain mail, elven chain of the Feywild, rime-kissed with frost. These black horns of ice curl behind her head as her eyes flicker from black ice to her own, fighting against the domination of the blade, fighting against Kervace's control over her, not able to hear your thought for her, but fighting it and holding on all the same.
How far into the space is she?
65 feet.
65 feet. Echinacea will make their preparation as this guard is grabbing the key. He will cast greater invisibility from their ring onto Monroe. They will summon the Phoenix Aidwolf. Defy the god who stole you from yourself. And they say it not just to Coliata, but to themselves.
You all look as Coliata, for the first time since you've made it down here, pauses. Her head curving upward. Echinacea looking you directly in the eye. You.
I'm here to help.
You.
Me. And they cast Oleander's Thorny Armor at 6th level.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's chapter of Known Realms Tolesh. Let's go ahead and quick roll initiative above table so we have it. All right. Oh, I got full body chills. Ah! Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Echinacea, Dolores, what'd you guys get?
19.
21.
Okay. 21, Dolores. And sorry, Button, what'd you get?
19.
19. Okay. And we have the NPCs trailing behind at a 15. Coliata got a 30.
Woo. The
And
fuck?
that this is an Archfey, guys. This is a toughie. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and tuning in for this first chapter of 2026. before we head out for the evening, let's outro our players, starting with Angie.
Oh.
Oh!
I completely. Whoa. Hi, everybody. My name is Angie, they, them pronouns. I am Agonthetic on the internet. You can catch me here, of course. You can catch me over on Dicescape for our ongoing Daggerheart campaign, The Last Arcanist. Episode 9 should be releasing this Thursday. It's very fun, very juicy, very good. And yeah, you can catch me in here on Twitch sometimes doing some art live streams. And yeah, more stuff to come in the future. That's me. I won't be here next week.
And
but
you
it's
won't be
okay.
here next week, but we'll miss you.
Yeah. I will be resting. I'll probably be watching.
Yeah.
But I won't be playing.
Yeah. Lou.
Watching from bed.
Watching from bed.
Hello, I am Lou. I play Dolores. We both use she, her pronouns, and you can find me at Lucelia_art on most social medias.
Amazing. And last but certainly not least, Button.
Hello, I'm Button. My pronouns are they, them. I'm Bluebluebutton on social media, and I play Echinacea Belrose, who's finally here. When I'm not here, you can find me over on Stealthy Elf Productions, where I play Cress in Unearthed Inheritance, I play Sugar Pea in Outlaws of Alkenstar, and I play Amanita in New World Rebellion.
Amazing. Well done, everybody. What a phenomenal session to come back to. Missed you guys very much. And I'm so glad we're here. My name is Alec. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me all places on the internet at Tales Archived. I am the Archivist here for Known Realms Tolesh. And you can also find me over at Stealthy Elf Productions. I play Finn Reese in Heroes of Asteria Unearthed Inheritance, as well as Nrim in New World Rebellion. Stay tuned to the Tales Archive socials, either tomorrow or Tuesday. You're going to get a monthly calendar because we've got some new campaigns coming to you. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Hang out for a raid. We're going to throw you guys into another TTRPG stream here in just a second. But until next time, we'll see you in the next adventure. Bye, everybody!
Bye!